that good stuff.
Hype!
How's it going, everyone? Thank you for patiently waiting for this first edition of the weekly ROMcast for Season 4. I am OddSmith311, here with FelixNloom.
Yo!
And EvilPenguinGaming.
That's me!
That's me! Evil Penguin! Coming to you from BTV North and BTV South, respectively. How's it going, gentlemen?
Oh, it's going well.
I am feeling mighty delicious.
Glad we're here together.
Yes. It took 2 weeks to get here.
That's okay.
And as you might have noticed,
okay.
we were doing this on Sunday last season. Had to move it to Wednesday this season rather, due to scheduling conflicts. Of course, because life is trying to kill us at all times.
Always. Especially when the season's going.
The grind is real, and it's a slow grind to start, but we've been packing it in. Actually, had a pretty good amount of streaming and pre-recorded content so far, as well as we were just looking. We already got 9 people in the last week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, September, last 3 weeks, anyway.
And that's without even
Is
blasting.
that nine new followers?
Yeah.
So,
That's fantastic.
we got 3 today. Pretty good.
So it's been going pretty good. Unfortunately, we haven't had the pomp and circumstances that I envisioned beforehand. But as the old song says, you don't always get what you want. Can't always get what you want. However it goes. I don't like the Rolling Stones. But anyway.
But if you try, you'll get what you need.
Get what you need. And what we needed was some good old-fashioned Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, yeah.
We did need some Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie is great. So far, we have been through 3 worlds since the beginning of the season. We have been through the beginning along with Mumbo's Mountain. And then we did Treasure Trove Cove. And then I went a little bit out of order and did Bubble Gloop Swamp first.
I'm telling.
I know, I'm terrible.
We should explain. We have a weekly schedule during the week every day except Wednesday, which is open streaming. We have our BananaROMa Television Presents, which is our pre-recorded content, and on Mondays at
2 p.m.
2 p.m. You can catch Evil Penguin's playthrough of Banjo-Kazooie, and we're up to episode. It was 3 so far.
There's been 3 so far.
3 so far. Okay, sorry. Just want to lay the groundwork a little bit.
Yeah, I get it.
We also have on Mondays Wreckfest.
Oh boy.
Now you were telling us a little bit about this game before we came on the air.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. This game is super, super fun. But at the point I'm in recording for it right now, it's getting super, super hard.
Well,
to the point where I am not able to live stream career mode of that game because Twitch will probably ban us.
ban us because of you cussing, or are you throwing your console to the wall live on stream?
I mean, it could be all of the above.
I know you.
Plus.
Well, yeah. Well, it sounds like you've had a pretty love-hate relationship with the game so far, where it's like I love this game when I'm not playing it, but when I am playing it, I hate my life every second.
Pretty much.
Can't really. It's kind of a lose-lose situation.
Well, when I'm playing just custom events, non-career mode, it's super simple because I can set it up any way I want.
Yeah.
But then I get into career mode and you get certain restrictions on what car you can use, what class you can use. Sometimes there's only one car. It's a challenge, so you have to use a certain car to unlock said car. And don't get me wrong, I get that it's supposed to be a challenge, and I'm fine with that. I just get a little mad sometimes.
Well, like you said, I mean, this is you're pretty much playing through it the first time while you're recording it, which I mean that doesn't
Right.
that's always, as anyone who ever caught my meltdown of while playing The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
Yeah, last season knows. Sometimes that's not. I mean, sometimes it works. Sometimes you get angry and quit in the middle of the stream and start playing Doom or God of War or whatever it is.
I'm pretty sure it was Doom. That's usually your go-to.
Probably, yeah. When I had to release the beast, no more of that sneaking around shit. I was ready to kill some stuff right in the face.
I love sneaking around.
But you should have seen a friend of the channel, King of the Hive. We saw him recently, and you should have seen his face when I was starting to tell my takeaway from the game, because he's like you. He's a really big fan. You know, he really loves it. And I had to kind of break his heart. Well, I mean, I told him, it wasn't really a fair showing. I said, plus, I mean, I can't stress this enough. I just come off playing Doom 2016 for like 3 months straight. So, like...
Yeah, where you're just going all kamikaze everything.
Yeah. Like, I got to the point where I was able to rip through the ultra-violence mode in 9 hours. You can also see that on the Twitch archives, twitch.tv/BananaROMa.
Epic.
From last... We had several pretty cool things that weekend from last Slot Day. It was the Doom stream. There was the loot box.
My big Injustice 2 loot box unboxing. Yeah.
That was, I mean, the lead up to that was pretty long time coming.
Yeah, it was.
And you didn't you do?
Did I do Resident Evil 7?
I think so.
The full playthrough.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Sounds about right. Resident Evil? Okay.
Yeah, that's the Felix. Yeah.
Checks out.
Resident Evil or Zelda.
Yeah. Which once again, I mean, it's always a different story when it's a game you're comfortable with and you're just sit down and flick it on for the first time.
Absolutely.
And we yeah, I think so far it's been pretty entertaining. I didn't play Banjo-Kazooie as much as you guys did. But it looks fun. It reminds me a lot of Crash Bandicoot in a sense.
I love that game.
Which is also very fun. Which we were also just talking about earlier. So how comes full circle? But Tuesdays we kind of take a different turn, a couple different types of games here. First of all, we had the first 3 episodes of FelixNloom's Persona 5 playthrough. How's that been going so far?
It's going pretty good. We got through the introduction part of the game. Well, I don't know, the intro's so long. We got through the first intro, and now we're getting into like the first castle in the game, or the first dungeon, if you will. It's good. That game's just awesome to look at. We were watching.
I was watching part of the rerun earlier, and it looked like something I would enjoy playing.
Dude, I think you would. There's you can get real meticulous with that game. A real like perfectionist.
That game might swallow you up.
Dude, I mean, I probably I think my game had 130 hours on it the first time I beat it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's going good. It's so this Persona 5 playthrough that we're premiering on Tuesdays at 2 is actually New Game Plus. So I do have quite a bit of perks to help me out.
Kind of moving along a little bit more of a clip.
At some
Which
point,
is why if I ever decide to play The Last of Us on stream, it'll be New Game like plus. Because I've already been through a file like 3 times, so...
They let you carry all your stuff over in that game?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's nice.
Dude, Dead Space is like that too. I got to the point with Dead Space where I just want file... you have a locker where you can store stuff, like unlimited storage space. And just med kits as far as the eye could see of all sizes and shapes and ammunition and everything. And I was just playing through like 4 or 5 times. Which is good. It's good for games like that because it kind of takes some of the... When you play it that many times in a row and you start going through it that powered up, it takes some of the edge off, I guess.
Oh, it does. And I think in Persona 5, I started playing the game on normal mode, but I had all these buffs. I was killing everything in one hit. At some point I changed the game to hard mode.
Yeah.
Just to give it an edge.
And I guess I was thinking more of like the horror type games when being limited is what makes the game kind of, the gameplay
challenging.
Yeah. But when you play through the game 5 times, you have every weapon completely powered up, and you have ammunition completely stocked on everything. You know every move, and every. I mean, that's a whole other type of fun though.
Right.
I have yet to play the God of War New Game Plus for the new game. As many times as I played through it, I don't know why. That'd be something fun to do on stream eventually. But yeah, I say God of War to kind of segue into. Well, unfortunately, I think we've only had one episode premiere so far.
Mm-hmm.
The other 3 just gotta get. I got the footage recorded. Just gotta get it mixed down and uploaded. So we'll be back to that next week. It's a God of War 3. It's a classic PS3 game playing through my PS4. We'll kind of do that episode by about 2-hour-long blocks, roughly hour and a half. Pretty early on in the game right now. Once again, much like with the other games, just going through the intro. Which, if you've never seen the intro to God of War 3, Jesus, you're hurting yourself, because it's almost like watching a movie. I mean, it's just one of the coolest. I never get sick of it.
That's the great thing about newer games, newer big epic adventures like that.
But because they bring you, they can bring you into it in a way that in the past they just didn't have the method to do it. I mean,
like The Last of Us, even on Super Nintendo, would have been garbage.
Yeah, without that atmosphere, without the very, very meticulous, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like with the acoustic, the way everything is, if you move a certain way, if you make too much noise.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Like maybe it's the acoustic. I don't know. Whatever the
mechanics.
I don't know. They just had the ability to be more subtle.
Sorry, I'm watching the overplay on the stream, and I'm seeing a really 16-bit looking crying, and it's awesome.
Okay, this playthrough, we did this. I don't remember what happened. This is probably 4 years ago.
This was early.
Ago. Yeah, probably this is one of the first things I think I actually recorded for the channel, besides Super Punch Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was literally one of the first things. This is what, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2?
Yes. The arcade game.
I would love to see a good new Ninja Turtles game. A good one.
Did they not put anything out for all the new movies that came out? It seems like they would have.
I think there was a new game that came out, but it was based on the newer style cartoon, which is complete trash.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times. It's I don't know.
All right, so this isn't exactly what you were asking for, but I recently found out about a Sega Genesis ROM hack of Streets of Rage. I think it's Streets of Rage 2, that has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles put into it.
Oh, nice.
And as playable
That's
characters.
awesome.
Yes.
That's so cool.
That would be worth a play sometime.
Man, it would. It'd be cool if you could put Battletoads in something like that too, or better yet, take the Ninja Turtles and put them into the Battletoads game.
Oh my god, Battletoads Double Dragon, one of the greatest games ever. Super, super hard, but I love that game.
I don't think I ever played that one.
I've never played that one.
Oh, it's a SNES game.
I played Double Dragon and I played Battletoads, but I don't think I've ever played the dynamic duo of the two together. I
guarantee you probably have the ROM for it.
Oh, dude, I would never illegally play a game without owning the copyrighted title. Yes. Yeah. Anyway.
Here on BananaROMa.
Rama.
What do they say on YouTube? Something like Play it any way you can.
Yes. Yes. We're taking it to the next level, baby. Okay.
We're not condoning anything.
No, never.
No.
But we are the most controversial channel on Twitch, so take that as you will.
Buy a shirt. We need a shirt that says that.
We really do.
Yeah, we've been saying that for quite a while. Buy the shirt.
Buy this shirt.
Most controversial channel on Twitch.
We do have some stuff in our Streamlabs merch store. We can't add any more stuff because, well, they changed their policy because we were beta testing it. But we did get some merch up there that you can still check out. We have a poster and a shirt. And there's a mug that's hidden, but we might make it available just because.
That was with the Slob Day 2019 mug. Special edition. For a limited time only.
Unless otherwise stated.
Yes. Unless we decided to at least for another limited time here and there. Which, why not? It's a pretty cool mug.
It is.
I want a shirt of just a screen cap of when we beat Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, man. No, fuck that. What we need to bring in like an oil painting specialist to capture that moment in time. The exhaustion, the pain, the disbelief.
Oh, well, it wasn't painful, but it was exhausting.
Yeah, I think that like I said, me being the genius I am, decided not to sleep, like taking cat naps. So yeah, but we'll get to that here.
Yeah,
that's coming up. But yeah, catch up. Persona 5 is at 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, and going forward, you can catch God of War 3 at 5 p.m. on Tuesdays. So,
and on Wednesdays, we've been having a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun on Wednesdays. We've been taking turns streaming. Pretty much trying to, since we don't have anything scheduled, we're like, hey, let's just fill the whole day with reruns or live streams or whatever we can manage. So something we've been doing is playing like a rerun of whatever played earlier in the week at noon on Wednesdays. Noon Eastern Daylight Time. So
you can catch all these episodes.
Michigan time.
Michigan.
That was fun. I mean, I turned that on this morning and it was a good time. Kizzy was, she's never played Banjo-Kazooie, and she was like laughing at that game because it's silly. She's like, why?
Boy, it was Bubble Gloop Swamp. That's silly anyway. So.
She's like, why is he stomping on all these turtles?
They're already dead. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's ridiculous. It's a Simon game. It's like a Simon puzzle built into the game where you got to memorize like what order everything got picked in. But you got to like do a butt stomp on back out these turtles in the right order. It's
think about like Mario trying to break a brick with his butt.
Gotcha.
Only onto the backs of little baby tortoises.
And they like squeal when you hit them. They're like, whoa!
Of course they do.
Well, it's because they're a choir.
Indeed.
They're making music. Making beautiful melodies.
So just to make sure, just to recap, what you're saying is the screams of dying turtles is beautiful music to your sick, depraved ears.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just making sure. You can catch that every Wednesday. The most masochistic playthrough of all time. No. Or is that sadomasochistic? I don't remember. The one where you do bad stuff to other people.
I don't know.
Sadistic,
yes. I know.
Yes,
it started with an S. And from now on, after you can catch a little bit of live streaming, usually after that playthrough, either Felix or Evil Penguin, respectively. I believe you guys have been alternating, right?
Yeah.
So this week was FelixNloom with Resident Evil 2 right before the ROMcast. A new playthrough with Leon, I believe.
Yep. Thanks to everyone who helped me decide on who to play through with their votes on Twitter.
You're welcome.
Yes, yes, I know. It was like everyone here and some fourth person who was probably the BananaROMa account. But it's all good. Thank you,
I think Glenn did too, but we don't talk to Glenn.
Glenn.
So,
Glenn.
Resident Evil was going pretty good though. I got to the first boss in like 30 minutes, and then I beat that boss in like 60 seconds.
Beat him like he owed him money,
dude. I was proud. I've never done it. That's like the best playthrough I've had so far.
I was just sitting here and I just heard the screams of the dying. As I couldn't see the TV, the sun was in my way, but it sounded violent.
That's every gamer's excuse. The sun was in my eyes. You're indoors.
I can't help the way light reflects.
We have a south-facing window.
I didn't make the sun.
The day moon.
The day moon.
The day moon. I like it. The day moon. That's what I'm going to call the sun from now on. The day moon.
Now I think on your you gotta catch me. I don't know if you can see the full layout for this, but I'm at when this game ends, I have 0 lives and either 1 or 2 bars of health left. I do not know how I beat this game. It was the most fucking nerve-wracking because I didn't sit down with the intention to beat it. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna record this and try this.
And doing it with Raphael, the one with the shortest weapon.
Oh yeah, but dude, on this game, there's a technique I use to. I don't really think that the length of the weapon in this game has much of a. You know what I mean? Like, because they all do the same secret move, so it's not like like on the third one when they all do like a different kind of. Well, yeah. Turtle Talk. That's a different show. That's but you start catching after I believe you've been doing a new Fallout Shelter vault.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah, I've got a vault on Fallout Shelter that I'm only doing on stream.
Nice. So if any fans out there, I can see you can catch that every other week. Evil Penguin streaming Fallout Shelter.
How's that going?
It's going great. I do that randomly too when no one else. I'll just kick it on and do a stream.
All the more reason to hit notifications.
Because my original vault on that game is like maxed out on dwellers. I've got a couple people maxed out on all their special abilities. I have no more room to build anything. My vault is completely full. It's kind of crazy.
Do you just literally get to the point where you can't do anything at all anymore? Like the game's like upkeep?
Well, there's always missions that I'm going to be able to do.
Oh, okay. See, I haven't seen that. I just seen the when you guys were like initially putting it together.
Yeah, when we're building, yeah.
So you can catch that. You can catch that before the ROMcast, or at least. If not directly before the ROMcast, then at least earlier in the day after the replay of the weeks in review.
Probably roughly between 3 and 4 o'clock.
You can catch FelixNloom or Evil Penguin. And after that, starting around 6 o'clock, every Wednesday we're going to have the weekly ROMcast, which is us three. For the most part, every so often one of us might have to dip out, but life happens.
The techno drone blew up.
Yes. Fuck you, Shredder. And your stupid brain. Talking brain thing. Krang.
I loved Krang.
I need to see that new movie. I haven't seen it yet. Was it the second one?
Yeah, Out of the Shadows.
I actually like the
one.
first
Yeah, where
one.
frickin' Seamus is playing Rocksteady.
That's great. He's a big fucking warthog looking dude.
Or no, was he Bebop? I don't remember. He was one of them.
I don't know. Yeah. One of the big galoots. But yeah, Wednesdays are a lot of fun. At the ROMcast, you can catch a variety of things. Everything from WWE 2K19, or maybe even 2K18. You can catch various old school RPG games, Minecraft, Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, whatever random thing we decide to play.
Yeah. Now, I'm not making any promises, but we've been talking about and planning somewhat some more Minecraft streams, multiplayer, and maybe some Super Nintendo games.
Yes.
Actually, I can guarantee there will be multiplayer Super Nintendo games in the future.
Battletoads Double Dragon. It's a multiplayer game.
It's like it's written in the stars.
It is.
Well, I'm excited to play some of these titles they have on the Nintendo Switch. What was that? Brawl Bros,
Yeah.
Joe and Mac 2.
So there's a lot of options. Plus, we're always open to options. Is there something you want to see us play? If we have access to a pretty wide array of physical and virtual consoles and games. So all you gotta do is drop us a line, and we'll try to find the game for you and play it. As long as one of us can play it, I guess, depending on if you ask for Fresh Quest, though, Mike's the only one that's gonna play that. That's his
Kiss
jam.
my ass.
Speaking of incredible games, we move on to Thursday, which is Thursday Lego time, which has been a block that's
Beautiful segue.
Thank you. One we talked about a lot, especially toward the end of last season. EvilPenguinGaming was recording a lot of stuff down for that, and we're finally getting to air that. Beginning with the Incredibles episode 1, 2, and 3 so far.
Yeah, so that game it was made backwards. So you have to play through the Incredibles 2 to unlock the first Incredibles movie.
Okay.
So right now I've been through the second Incredibles movie, and episode 3 was the first half of the first Incredibles.
Oh, okay. I remember you saying something about that now. That's a weird...
Yeah, it's really weird. It makes no sense.
That had to upset your sense of orderliness.
It really did. Which is why when I put them all in a full movie in one video file, I put them in the right order.
Nice.
Which is also freaking a sweet idea. And speaking of epic sagas and Lego games,
Star
Wars 5 o'clock. You can catch the Incredibles at 2 o'clock on Thursdays, and at 5 o'clock you can catch the epic entire saga of Star Wars up to this point, not counting 8 because I don't think 8 has a game.
8 does not have a game yet.
But the first 2 episodes, we're pretty much working our way through the entire episode 1, Phantom Menace. We're doing them up in 3 episode blocks. After this one, we'll be moving on to the Clone Wars and the Clone Wars game, and then episode 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. But so far, yeah, we've managed to get through the Phantom Menace, so if you haven't saw that so far, go back and check that out. Or you can catch a new episode of that coming up this week, which will be starting episode 2. But the Lego Time is every Thursday, and we got a lot more stuff coming up this season in store for that.
Now, it's important to note that the 2 o'clock slot, well, the 5 o'clock slot will always be Star Wars throughout the entire season.
Yeah. Yep, good point.
But the 2 o'clock slot will be changing as my playthroughs get completed. Like this upcoming week is going to be the last episode of Incredibles.
Yeah, as the season unfurls, there's all kinds of Lego titles they're going to be playing through. So if you're a fan of the Lego games,
Lego games are awesome.
Yeah, they are. They're so good. Maybe that's what I'll stream later tonight. I don't know. Actually, I can't stream any of them because they're all going to be recorded. Excuse me, going to be playing on the channel. Or have been recorded for the channel at some point.
Yeah, pretty much any of them that you want to stream are either aired last season or are going to air this season.
Yeah, in fact, I'm looking at the one on the schedule that popped in my head I wanted to play. It's like, oh yeah, that's okay though. I can still play it.
Right.
But Fridays every week, we have something special. Over the summer, Keezy, Felix, and I took a little road trip, a little sabbatical up to BTV North to visit Evil Penguin, and Kinsley. Is it Kinsby? How do you say that?
The only it's Kensley B on Twitch. Everything else is Kensby Lee.
Kinsley B.
Because for some reason on Twitch, Kensby Lee was taken, which is really friggin' weird.
Oh, that is weird.
It probably is. Yeah, it probably is you.
Well, we took a little trip.
But anyway, continue.
And we all participated in a large group project where we played through the epic Kingdom Hearts Remix 1.5 edition live on stream and Control Freak style. What we did is we rolled to see who's going to go first. Actually, I take that back. I think Evil Penguin went first, and then we rolled to see who goes in the order after.
We drew cards.
We drew cards. Yes. We randomly chose a number of some sort, and basically how it went was Evil Penguin started, and then the next person up was his co-pilot. Helped him, if he had anything, which I don't think he really needed help at the beginning, but and then so on and so forth. That person moves over and takes their turn. The person after them is their co-pilot, so on and so forth. You can watch all this unfurl on Fridays at 2 o'clock. We're 3 episodes in right now, which I believe that means we're on. Is that you, or was I 4?
I don't remember.
I don't remember the play order offhand.
Okay.
No, it would. I'm gonna look because now I'm curious.
Was it? I feel like it was Mike, Odd, and then Odd and Keezy, and then Keezy.
Because Keezy was my co-pilot.
Okay, so then
I think I must have went third. I was your co-pilot. So Mike, you.
Okay.
You, me, and Anna.
Yup.
Anna and Mike, I think.
Yup.
Well, you can see all this craziness.
Mike, Keezy, then Felix, and then Odd. Is that right?
That sounds right.
I think that's the order it goes in.
I don't remember.
This should be your week then.
Okay.
Upcoming. So, hey, everybody will have a turn by next week. Yeah, we all took turns playing for an hour. It's pretty crazy, and we played till it was done. And looks like we're running out of time on the first section here.
Am I looking at the wrong?
The Kingdom Hearts special isn't on this.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay.
But there are two other things.
I'll run through my other Friday stuff. So, I have a full playthrough of Final Fantasy VII that's airing this season. And right now I'm up to episode 3, which I'm trying to find the collection here. Here it is. What? There's only 2. No, episode 3 will air. For some reason it's not in here. But anyway, I'm through. I think I'm up to Calm.
Okay.
And I've also got a playthrough going, and that's at 2 o'clock. And I've also got playthroughs going of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, where I'm playing through it with each individual character. And right now I've been through 3 episodes of Ventus.
Nice.
And I have a sneezing fit coming on, so I'm going to mute my microphone.
Okay. Well, why Mike does that? Yeah, if you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, but especially Kingdom Hearts, Friday's the day you want to stop in. 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and multiplayer was that 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
And 8 o'clock. So we got stuff going on all day for BTV Presents on Fridays.
It's like a Square Enix sandwich.
Pretty much, yeah. Kingdom Hearts. Final Fantasy VII, Kingdom Hearts. But on that note, we're going to take a quick break real quick. We will return with more weekly ROMcast. Don't go away.
BananaROMa TV on Twitch. And don't forget to hit the heart-shaped follow button to show support of BananaROMa TV. And also, go check out my videos on YouTube and hit the subscribe button to show support of my YouTube account, Seanville. Thank you. for taking your time, and see you next time. I'm gonna go have some fun.
Okay, and we're back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the weekly ROMcast. I am OddSmith311 here with FelixNloom
That's me.
and Evil Penguin.
Hoy.
Right on time. I was gonna try and catch you.
He was on it.
He was on that shit.
Oh, and Tilly's here.
Tilly.
Hi, kitty.
Now she'll be quiet.
Studio cat.
She owns the place. We're just renting from her.
It's true.
Oh, she's not happy. Her window's being taken over. Anyway, thank everybody for joining us. This is the first ROMcast of season 4. Once again, sorry it took so long to get up off the ground, but we're here now, and we got a fun week coming up for the rest of the week. And up the beginning of next week as well, I should say, to our next ROMcast. So we are, let's see, starting tomorrow. as we were saying earlier, we'll have episode 4 of The Incredibles, followed by episode 2 of Star Wars, which is technically episode 3. I think it's so confusing when I was trying to... It's the first 3 levels of episode 2. Yes.
Right.
That's what it is. Played through the Nintendo Wii. Giggity giggity. What can we expect with the Kingdom Hearts jam this week? Ventus.
Oh, it'll just be another episode of Ventus in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. And actually, it's going to be the 3rd episode of Incredibles, because I forgot we're on Wednesday, and we're only in the 3rd week.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay, I got
so
you.
that it's gonna take some time to get used to that.
You're right.
Yeah, it's gonna be the 3rd episode of Incredibles.
Last
And the
season,
third
last season on the ROMcast, we recapped we did it on Sunday, so it was easy to recap the entire previous week. So
Right.
this is our first one this week. It's just we'll get there.
It took me a second too. I'm like, wait a minute, we're not starting with Monday. We're starting with Thursday because Thursday is the next day. Yes.
We got
right,
it.
which is easy to see in the premieres. So
Anyways,
yeah,
Thursday,
we're gonna have
2:00. Incredibles episode 3.
Yeah.
5
and then
o'clock.
episode 3. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, 5 o'clock we should have Star Wars.
Star
Wars.
Episode 2.
Levels 1 through 3 of episode 2.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub!
Not personally my favorite episode, but crucial to the story nonetheless. My favorite game's coming up. That's a few weeks away. But sorry, I got distracted by Tilly. She's so hilarious. And she's already by the cactus.
We rearranged the studio, so Supervisor Tilly has to come inspect everything.
We're continuing on Friday with our Kingdom Hearts / Final Fantasy VII sandwich, the Square Enix sandwich, if you will. And what we got this week is Ventus episode 3.
Indeed, and then we have episode 3 of Final Fantasy VII, which is beginning at Calm. So.
God, I really gotta play that game someday.
And then we'll have that game's good. And then we'll have the the Kingdom Hearts Super Special Sleep Deprived Special, the Kingdom Hearts Special for Control Freaks, and that'll be, if I got it right,
our number 3.
Number 3, my first run.
Yes, you'll see us all fresh-faced and ready to go as we take our first few turns. Then the night starts wearing on. Then you can see the weariness starts to overtake us.
You can see us actually transform from being young and naive to being old and tired. Over the course of...
It's pretty fascinating, actually.
It's worth catching, because not only you're getting to see us go through the course of an entire evening, but one thing we found when doing it was our play styles are vastly different. Just in the way we set up our characters and the features of the game that we took advantage of or didn't take advantage of, all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty... I wish we would have had more time than an hour for each person, but almost more than an hour seems like overkill. You know what I mean? It kind of made it interesting, because you just kind of get in there and adjust real quick, and then roll with it.
And the way we did it was one person's playing, the person who's up next was the co-pilot. So in a way, it was like 2 hours sitting there in front of the TV.
Yeah.
That it was kind of fun, like playing on the fly like that, having to, pick up where the other person left off with whatever setup they gave you.
We talked about
especially in the beginning, because we kept leaving off at boss fights.
Seriously.
Yeah, I had to open my mouth. Well, if it's your turn in the middle of a boss fight, you're the one with this controller.
It's all your fault.
It's all my fault. But hey,
Can't even blame Glenn and Craig for that one.
Yeah, we left them at home.
They weren't invited.
We made
Wouldn't
them
have let
stay
them
in the closet.
bastards in my house anyway.
Someone had to feed Tilly.
What did Tilly feed them?
I don't know. Probably.
They'll be in here acting like cats, pissing on the floor, eating all my damn food.
That's just Glenn. Glenn and Craig remind. Do you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine at all, Mike?
No.
You know Hitchcock and Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No.
They're two older detectives,
Uh-huh.
fat guys. That's what I think of when I think of Glenn and Craig. They're inept. They're actually not bad what they do, but they don't want to be good. Like, they're lazy on purpose. But that was a good time. You should check that out. If anything, just to see how everybody adjusts to the getting thrown right into a different spot in the game every time. And I bet that playthrough will be going on most of the season.
About half the season. It's 13 hours, so it's 13 weeks.
That's right. And then after that, we'll have, which we'll get to a little bit later on the road, even more multiplayer stuff from that.
A new show.
Yes.
Multiplayer Mayhem.
That was a lot of fun. But that'll be coming down the road here a little bit. So for right now, you want to catch the Kingdom Hearts playthrough at 8 o'clock on Fridays. This week will be Felix. And then Monday of the next week coming up, you catch episode 4 of Banjo-Kazooie.
Clanker's Cavern.
Oh, that level.
Yeah, that level. In this playthrough, it actually went really, really smooth for me.
That's good.
How about Wreckfest?
I mean, I'm looking at it in the premieres right now. It's only a 42-minute episode.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it went super smooth.
That's the whole world.
Yeah.
Nice. What about Wreckfest? Did they go pretty smooth?
Wreckfest never goes smooth. But that'll actually be episode 4 where I complete the regional juniors championship.
Wreckfest it's been fun to watch, I think.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect when he was talking about it. It's interesting. Looks like a pretty involved game too.
It is.
Not really not necessarily my cup of tea as far as like games I normally play. The few that I've gotten into like that have been really fun.
Well, and that's the great thing about games is it doesn't have to be what you would want to play, but it's still fun to watch.
Yes.
That's like, I would probably not play a God of War or Doom game. Like, I play the old school Dooms.
Yeah.
But to me, they're not what I play. But I love watching you play them, just like watching Felix play Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, there's definitely, and that kind of comes back to what we were saying about the playing styles. Everyone definitely has their own approach to gaming, and it becomes very prevalent when you see what we all stream. There's a lot of crossover stuff too. I mean, we all like a lot of the retro stuff, PS4 stuff. Evil Penguin and I are big in the wrestling, 2K19 rather.
With that being said, I just want to put out there that there will, at some point, be some really, really interesting WWE 2K20 content coming later this season.
Yes, I got a series of about 12 different messages.
Sorry about that.
Well, no, it gave me something to read. Like I said, my job is either all my attention's focused or none of it.
Right.
But no, it was a really cool idea for I don't want to give too much away right now, but
No, I don't want to give anything away.
it's a really cool idea. I think everyone's gonna really enjoy it. And it's pretty involved, but especially if you're a fan of wrestling. Even if you're not a fan of wrestling, it'll be fun to watch. But we'll bring more details on that down the road as it gets a little bit closer. But stay tuned for that. Keep your ear to the ground. We'll roll on into Tuesday. We'll be catching episode 4 of Persona 5.
This episode is going to be heavy on exposition. The way I played through, or I haven't finished the playthrough. Full disclosure, I mean, I intended to before the season started, but Persona 5 is a hell of a game. So this episode, Persona 5 episode 4 is exposition. And during the first chapter of the game, I gave a lot more time for dialogue. So it's like an anime at this point, but it's good. The game's beautiful, and so the story unfolds at Shinju. I think it's Shujin Academy.
It's a shame. I think it's the same problem we have with Kingdom Hearts, where it's like you'd like to be able to have all of the cutscenes and all of the dialogue in there, but man, that fills in.
Yeah, that's it. When I got to the second chapter of the game, I started skipping most of the dialogue and cutscenes just to speed things up, and it makes a big difference in a game like that.
Yeah.
So as much as I love that, if I want to get through the game in any reasonable amount of time, we're gonna have to skip that.
Yeah.
And if anything, it's a showcase of the game, and if you like it and you want to know more about the story, just go buy it yourself. It's worth the money.
It's a beautiful game. Very interesting concept. It's one that and the music's really cool too. I watched that intro several times in a row.
The art direction on that game was just on point.
Yeah. It has the same sensibilities as like when you looked at this Earthbound compared to a lot of the early Nintendo games. It just had a different vibe. It had a different look. It had a different overall. It fit into kind of a certain genre, but it had its own thing going on.
When I played this game, something that I think made me enamored with Persona 5 was that it's very much anchored in the RPG genre,
mm-hmm.
but it does it in a way that you don't see a lot anymore. The game mechanics remind me of something you would see from an NES era game.
Yeah.
But with all the quality of life improvements you would expect out of a modern game. Yeah, I fell in love with Persona 5.
Well, maybe it's blue car syndrome, but since you started playing it, I've heard people talking about it all the time. It's got a lot of buzz, and I don't really ever hear anything negative about it. It's always. I think it's one of those games that took 5, 6, 7 years to make.
Yeah,
too, wasn't it?
I think they started working on it in one way or another after Persona 4 came out, and that was 8 years before Persona 5 came out. They released Catherine in the meantime, and I heard the director of both of those games refer to Catherine as a prototype for Persona 5.
Gotcha.
So, however you want to look at it, the game's been in production more or less for 8 years, and now they're working on Persona 5 Royal. That I'm not sure what it's supposed to come out on. I imagine it'll come out on the PlayStation 4, and I've heard rumors that it's going to come out on the Switch as well, which. If anybody from either company's listening or whoever handles this stuff, I'll be honest. If it's on PlayStation, I don't know if I can justify getting it right away.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished New Game Plus for Persona 5, but if Persona 5 Royal comes out on the Switch, I'm gonna be compelled.
Yeah,
because that would be a wonderful game to have handheld.
Yes. Which is what the Switch is just the coolest fucking console ever.
It is.
Which that's why I tagged you guys in that Lego Jurassic World tweet, because I figure if you guys are ever on the road, whoever's not driving, the Lego games are so much fun.
Well, when I come up to see you again here pretty soon, I'll be bringing my Switch with me for the drive. Because why not? Not while I'm driving, obviously.
I was gonna say.
But, when I stop to rest or whatever, I get my Pokemon Go, or my Pokemon Let's Go in. So yeah, the Persona 5 has made definitely a splash in the gaming world. And I think it's continuing to pull new people in. I think it's definitely one that I think is worth a look that I've seen, where it's just it's almost more of an intimidation factor of just knowing it's an involved game. And you want to give it the attention it deserves. There's so many games that ends up being a problem for. Skyrim. I want to play Elder Scrolls Skyrim someday, but I know if I start playing it,
that's it, man.
Yeah,
they're gonna take time.
So it's one at a time. Eventually, we'll get there.
That's why I have so many games that I haven't even touched.
Yeah.
Got the BioShock collection. I've got the Uncharted collection. I bought Vampire not that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, at least you'll have something to do in the wintertime, I guess.
Right.
Plenty
On
of
top
time.
of all the freaking 2K20 stuff I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, that should keep you busy for, well, I don't know. As fast as you went through this stuff before, I don't it could be busy for at least the first couple weeks.
Yeah, but that's when I was only doing 2 shows. That was just shows for you and I. I'm at the point where I could theoretically be playing and uploading, editing and uploading 4 to 5 shows for 2K20 a week. I have that many ideas rolling around in my head.
I mean, man, if you can pull it off, I help whatever little ways that I can here and there. But I definitely be watching it. I love that shit.
Yeah, you and I will talk about it.
We'll have to do a special edition, turnbuckle talk. We haven't done one of those in a while.
I miss doing turnbuckle talk. God, I miss doing turnbuckle.
It was a lot of fun, man. I was thinking about that the other day. If you haven't heard Turnbuckle Talk, it was the TGW wrestling podcast that Evil Penguin and I did last season. You can catch those in the archives of YouTube and YouTube, and Facebook and Twitch.
If you're a wrestling fan, we would really love to hear your opinions on some of our topics, because we went through like our favorite tag teams. I think I know we did our Mount Rushmore. We did, our too many titles, too much content episode. Probably my favorite.
Yeah, that was a really good discussion. We had a couple of really good discussions because some of them were just more list oriented, and some of them were just kind of discussing certain ideas. From being a fan of the business for like 30 plus years, and just viewpoints on that, things like that. So it's a lot of fun. We'll have to plan to do one of those for the special event coming up.
Yes.
But yeah,
and we should get back into doing pay-per-view reviews too.
I'd like to do that, even if it's because I wouldn't mind doing some of the AEW pay-per-views once they start. I haven't seen any of them yet. I want to jump into that, especially when they come on TV.
Well, Full Gear is coming up on November 9th.
Let's try to catch that one because I need to go back and watch the other ones too. But I wouldn't mind doing some reviews. Those are usually fun, usually pretty easy.
Double or Nothing was great. Fight for the Fallen and Fyter Fest were both great. All Out was great. And now tonight is when NXT is premiering on USA to go live every Wednesday, and then in 2 weeks is when AEW premieres on TNT. So they're going to be going head to head every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay, I couldn't remember. I was thinking AEW is coming out on Thursday.
No, they're both on Wednesdays. The Wars are back, and I could not be happier.
Oh yeah, we need something like this, man. The wrestling I seen when I was up at your place was like the best wrestling I've seen out of that company in a long time. I haven't really got to watch too much of it since then, but we'll get into more of that as we get more wrestling stuff going. You can catch Persona 5 at 2 o'clock on Tuesdays, and then followed by a new episode of God of War 3, which will be really jumping into the meat of the game, getting the storyline rolling. So you can catch that at 5 o'clock. But we got a pretty full week. We're about this is the third weekend of season 4. Once again, sorry it took a little long. I keep saying that because I actually look forward to the ROMcast. And not getting to do the first couple Sundays was like stressful. It's like I want to do it, but I can't not sleep. So
True.
But we're here now, as we said before. It's been a lot of fun. We got a lot more content coming. This is just the beginning, just the tip of the iceberg.
Absolutely. So many more games that we haven't announced. Did the Paper Mario promo play during this? I don't know.
No, I didn't. I'll make sure it plays next time.
Paper Mario is going to be starting after Banjo-Kazooie ends on Mondays.
That's in November.
Yeah,
for the record.
Banjo-Kazooie will be another 7 7 weeks.
We pretty much have the next 6 months planned out and scheduled, more or less.
Except for my stuff.
There's a few gaps, but we're working on filling that in. So we're going to have plenty of stuff going on clear for the next 6 months. So definitely stay tuned.
Yeah,
Lots of pre-recorded content, tons of live streams. Probably do some specials here and there.
yeah, you can catch. I almost forgot to say this. Thursday nights, one of our live show, Insomniac Hours.
Oh,
at 9
Insomniac
o'clock.
Hours.
Almost.
Yes.
We just had our first edition of Doomsday for Season 4, playing a little bit of, what did I play? Icarus, which is a really fun mod, followed by some more Twilight Princess. So that's been a lot of fun so far. And then this week we'll be continuing Twilight Princess. And that'll be tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
Nice. Yeah, Insomniac Hours is our longest running show.
Yeah, that was like the Frankenstein experiment show. 4 years. We gotta know this on Twitter the other day. It's 4 years we've been doing Banana. Well, I guess 4 years on Twitter, but it's about
Yeah.
damn near. So it's been exciting. It's been a fun road. We're glad to be back. We're
Felix, speaking of late night shows, are we bringing back Yo this season?
I don't
Or
have.
is it going to be random?
I don't have plans to bring back Yo. My plan is to do what I can to make Wednesdays the best stream. Whether it's pretty much
Good idea.
hanging out for the reruns, being here for this, streaming whenever we can.
The same as I'm not bringing back Retro First Timer, because God, that was stressful.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. It's like I want to have a regularly scheduled stream, but doing it at midnight or even a set time can be kind of stressful. So having the freedom of Wednesdays is, I think, good. Wednesdays so far have been really fun days for us here.
Yeah. Actually, you remind me of something with the Wednesday with the rerun. Every Saturday, if you didn't catch the middle of the week rerun, you can catch the full week rerun playing all day on Saturday. Usually starting around noon, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. And it usually plays through most of the, if not all of the day. You can catch all kinds of stuff. Usually it's everything we've done this week, all the BTV Presents, all of our past live streams from the week, scheduled and unscheduled. So it's a lot of fun. So there's always something to watch on BTV. And for trying
now you'll be able to catch the rerun of this lovely ROMcast every Saturday.
Yes. Well, we'll have you can catch the initial replay for the ROMcast tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and that will be featured on our Facebook and our YouTube pages. Facebook and YouTube are two places where you can keep up with what we have going on and what our content we've had. Let me try to reset. I was going to say it and it come out the right way. You can keep track of what we have going on, and you can also catch our past content and the stuff that's been released so far this season. If you head to facebook.com/BananaROMa Television, starting at 8 o'clock, and youtube.com/BananaROMa TV. Yes, we have our own personal URL now. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So proud of that. Now we just gotta get used to using that instead of the tiny URL. But you can catch replays of the ROMcast every week starting at 8 o'clock on both of those through both of those avenues. You can also catch news about the channel and past and present content we have going on.
And also Pizza Hut.
Pizza. Yes.
Send us pizza. Wow. I was like, is that really a Pizza Hut logo in the game? It is.
It is a Pizza Hut logo in the game.
Baxter Stockman.
So anyway,
Baxter Stockman.
You can follow us on Twitter, BananaROMa_TV. Our individual Twitters, I'm FelixNloom.
I'm Oddsmith311.
And EvilPenguin1981.
And I don't know if Todd mentioned, I'm going to mention it for posterity, BananaROMaTV.com. Please go there, check it out. We got links to you can join our Discord channel there. We got links to everything, YouTube, Twitch, if you're lost, BananaROMaTV.com. It's the gateway to all the things.
The gateway drug. First one's
Just
always
remember,
free.
it's dangerous to go alone.
It's dangerous to go alone.
There are others out there. You must find them. Oh.
And this channel is user or viewer supported, and us ourselves put our own time and money into it. So if you like what we do and you would like to help us and ease some of these burdens or whatever, give us more resources to bring some of our ideas to fruition, because we have no shortage of ideas.
No.
Send us games that you want us to play.
Games, ideas, connect with us. It doesn't have to be monetary. But if you have the extra money and you want to support us, we have a Patreon. You could become a monthly donator, and that really helps out. Those monthly donations help us pay for server fees for the website and various
licensing fees for fonts and various other stuff related to the channel of that nature, you know, for when we do our logos and things like that.
or hardware upgrades. Evil Penguin records with a box that we got, a HDMI recording box that we got thanks to our donations and whatnot. So
I love that thing.
it's been the video that produces is so crispy.
Very nice, very nice.
So that's all thanks to donations and or you can subscribe on YouTube if you have Twitch Prime, or excuse me, you can subscribe on Twitch if you have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime. Same thing. You can subscribe to one channel for free, and if you haven't done that this month, that's a couple extra dollars in our till.
For basically pressing a button, 2 seconds, it helps us out, gets you closer and more linked into the BTV experience. Everybody's
I know we
happy.
have an Amazon Prime account, but I think it's under her email, so I'm going to talk to her about that.
Giggity. Yeah, all you gotta do is you sign in with that account and go into your Twitch, and it'll let you link it up pretty easily. Oh yeah. But with that being said, we want to thank everybody for joining us this week. We will be back next week with another edition of the weekly ROMcast at 6 p.m. And don't forget to tune in tonight. We'll be streaming God knows what. Probably some WWE 2K19. More likely some Minecraft. Maybe even some more Resident Evil. Probably some Shining in the Darkness. If you haven't been catching that, that's a deep cut right there. You have to tune in to see that one. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
Odd Smith will be playing Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja what? What now?
Ninja Gaiden.
I'll play some Ninja Gaiden. I don't know if I'll do it tonight. Dude, I'm all in on Shining in the Darkness.
I would love to watch you get super frustrated with Ninja Gaiden.
God, I haven't played that game in fucking a million years, man. Even
I'm telling you, we need to make FTG happen.
Yeah.
Because that'll be one of them.
Because what we need is more stress in our lives.
Right.
I have a few hairs that aren't gray yet. Let's work on that. But all right, thanks a lot, everybody. We hope you tune in next week to hang out with us. We will see you then. Check us out on the various social media platforms. Once again, I have been OddSmith311.
I'm FelixNloom.
And Evil Penguin Gaming.
And we will see you guys next week. Peace.
And we have been those guys. Oh wait, wrong
show.
podcast.
Control freaks.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
ROMcast.